very
Okay.
good morning to one of our presenters here. We are here with a research paper, Financial Behavior and Literacy Level Perspective of University Students. These are the agenda for the today's presentation. So considering India's cultural diversity and social economic states, it makes it challenging to predict the current state of financial literacy. So the study aims to examine the financial behavior perspective and the literature level of students. We focus on university students as a transition from school to university play a major role. All their data are recorded, analyzed based on their response. Individual's understanding, ability, and attitude in money management is what a financial literacy is. Government done research but ended up stating that their financial literacy is low, and this paper aims to focus on how people are prepared and the sources and understanding level and difficulties that they encounter. A human's conduct with money management is what a financial behavior is. The way they handle, manage, and utilize their available resources are the key components of financial behavior. Considering the aspects of financial behavior, uh, one's expenses on self and family, the savings, the financial planning, and the payments of bill and day-to-day expense aspect of financial behavior. So coming to the theoretical framework, the management of cash flow, credit management, and savings and investments are all the components of financial behavior. A money management connected with a human behavior is known as a financial behavior. We adopted a qualitative methodology, circulated questionnaires to universities in and around the part of Chennai, and the target audiences that we considered were undergraduates and postgraduate students, and 136 responses were received from various domains. And the questions contained three sectors. The first sector includes the personal details of the students, and the second sector included the financial behavior and the attitude of students, and the final sector included the source and the influencing factors in financial management. So here is a data analysis approach of sector 1, which includes the qualification, gender, stream, and age group, and whether the student works part-time or not. And this is a data analysis approach of sector 2, where 4 questions is considered as a financial behavior questions and 2 questions pertaining to the financial literacy survey. And coming to the data analysis approach of sector 3, which included the questions of the source and influencing factors in financial management. And for the model, we used decision tree, naive bias, time series analysis, correlation heat map, and histograph comparison. So coming to the decision tree, it is used as a classification and made to categorize various behavior among the students, and it is mentioned in a hierarchy manner. And coming to the naive bias, which serves as a baseline model against more complex model can be considered, and it is also considered as a conditional probability, and it gives us a pattern of financial behavior students. And coming to the time series analysis data, which focuses a future financial behavior based on historical trends, which is used to predict the financial behavior of student, where the managing finance parameter is considered with a gender, female and male, is made into time series analysis and got a non-stationary graph, which is converted then using ARIMA model, and a stationary graph is obtained, and both is represented in the same graph. And then the correlation heat map, which lets us know the relationship with all the variables and helps in understanding the spending habits, income sources in area of financial concerns, where the educational background is more correlated with influencing colleagues, and managing and influencing sector of financial is more correlated with educational background. And coming to the histograph comparison, it is to obtain the comparison of managing finance and people who support application, where the comparison is made between managing finance and people who support application. The managing finance is ranged between 1 to 5, where 1 being disagree and 5 being agree. And coming to the feature extraction, the parameters are made into hypertuning parameters and tested with 5 models. And based on the highest accuracy, it is considered as a best model. And with the best model, the 24 parameters have been listed in terms of graph. And the top 5 parameters are saving investments, track spending, and contribute saving, financial goal, and manage finance with colleagues. And coming to the limitations of our paper, it is crucial to keep in mind a number of problems with the study design have an impact on how our findings should be interpreted. The first limitation is that the respondents could not feel motivated to give truthful and correct responses, which leads to a social desirability bias that affects the findings of a survey, where they might give answers that are socially favorable, particularly when it comes to questions about financial attitude and behavior. And the third limitation that comes in a row is respondents' responses to behavior questions may differ, even when they're not influenced by social pressure of people's respondents, that might reflect what they wanted to do rather than what they actually do. And hereby we concluding the paper by saying financial literacy's influence on decision making is vital for young individuals, where India's linguistic and regional diversity poses a challenge in financial literacy. To overcome these problems, our study recommended incorporating focus group parameters and relation parameters to grasp in financial literacies, and also building regulatory framework in terms of giving awareness to people that enhances the provision of financial services and advice is also crucial to meet the current generation. Thank you. These are the references referred in undergoing the paper.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.